and going away in any division is a different kind of test than a big atmosphere at home, isn't it?
Matty, I played my first game for Hartlepool in 1979, which makes me sound like a right old codger. But it's a long time back, and they gave me the first chance to play professional football. I was an electrician at the time. I was part-time as a player. But I got my indenture forms as an electrical engineer, and the same day I signed a 5-year deal at Hartlepool United. So, I'd like to thank them for that, but I'm going back there with a team that it's life or death now, and we've got to go there and try and get 3 points, and if we can get 3 points, that for me is a proper marker down to the division.
And so many clubs, Kidderminster, one Hartlepool, and there's so many big clubs with big histories down in non-league football now. It's a real fight for everyone to try and get back up to levels where they want to be, isn't it?
Well, if you look at this National League, and you've got teams that haven't played in the AFL, they've got the ambition and the money behind them, and chairmen who are willing to back the manager and the players, and they're going in the right direction. You've got 10 or 11, maybe even 12 teams that have been in the AFL that want to get back there. It's never easy, never easy. I had my first experience in the National League with Southend United, having been relegated from the second division, but I inherited the team probably with about 5-6 games to go. But it was a horrible example, because we were a team that was on the way down, and it was going in the wrong direction off the field of play. But when I got there, it was like Kings Lynn. First game, it wasn't a free game, and there wasn't such a thing as a free game at this level. So I'm not for 1 minute expecting, whether it's an ex-AFL team or a current National League team that's on the way up, I'm not expecting a free game from now to the end of the season. So we'll be ready.
Just in terms of your squad, obviously it's too early to know about Knox and Nichols from today, but I know you lost Sammy Robinson for today. What's his picture looking like?
There was about 8 or 9 went out to train with Macca after the game. So the only niggle that came through the game was Alex Penny, who sort of limped out of the proceedings with about 10 minutes to go. Just, I think it was a little bit of tightening up of the knee joint or a little bit of cramp. But again, Chief came on and put his body on the line, and straight away you've got like for like there. I think there's 1 or 2 aches and pains, but that's football. As far as I'm concerned, they'll have the right rest and recuperation and the right protocols to get them to the party on Tuesday night. And if they can give me 100% on Tuesday night, they'll be in the team. If they can't, then they might be on the bench, coming off the bench to have an influence in the team. So am I the kind of manager that goes, never change a winning team? I think the modern day way is to change, is to make sure you got the right numbers can actually run around out there. I don't know whether Hartlepool played today, whether it was an Ebbsfleet game that was on or off, because there was a lot of games being called off late. But with that in mind, if they have played, they're in the same boat. So they played at the weekend and we played at the weekend. It's probably the one who can run the furthest on Tuesday night will be the team that comes out on top.
And with regards to Sam's injury, have you been able to get an update this week on how he's been doing? Obviously he came off early in the game last week.
Yeah, I think the actual coming off early, Matty, was of benefit to him. He's feeling right, he's feeling okay. I'm not saying by any stretch of the imagination he's going to be fit all of a sudden. Yeah. When somebody diagnoses that as a grade 3 tear, that was the initial diagnosis, but we'll rest and recuperate, we'll strengthen condition, we'll do the work that he needs to do, and if we can then reassess it with another scan, and who knows, it might move to a 2. I don't know, but he looks like he's the kind of kid that, if you are injured, you want attitude, you want mentality to get back fit. He looks like that kind of kid.